And this is Heartbreak Hotel. I'm your host, Ricky, the host of Heartbreak Hotel, the handler of Ricky Stanton, CEO, Stanton Enterprises. Stand up. You know who it is. You know who it is. You already know what I stand for. My character is a heel. I've been doing this for roughly 20 years of my life. I enjoy writing and time flew by basically. So yeah, I'm still here, still standing like you are. And I just want to give a shout out to everybody dealing with hurricanes right now. It's about 2:55 on the east coast here on a rainy Monday here in Pennsylvania. Hopefully you all down south can maintain. I'm not complaining about the rain because you're going through a hurricane. So, whatever is happening down there, I hope that you all are staying safe, staying, in place wherever you are. I pray for your families in Jesus' name that you're safe and that things are working out. I know many people has lost everything. I know many people are angry right now, and you're wondering what's going on. You're looking for relief, and it's going to take time, people. It's just going to take time, and I know you don't have it. So the only thing I have to offer is prayer. That's all I have to offer, and I'm sincere about that because that's how I think. And so hang in there. I have family in the South, and I've contacted them. I've offered them my house. I got 3,400 square feet of house. I don't use all of it half the time, so if they need somewhere to stay, they know they can come up and take residence whenever they feel like it. And that's those are the resources I'm providing. Hopefully, you're giving something as well to help out with your family and friends. But until then, though, this too shall pass. So just be encouraged and know that, as they always say, it doesn't rain. It doesn't rain every day, So this we're just in the season, and yeah, it is frustrating to see when our government is giving money to everybody else, and we are sitting here getting the handouts that we're getting. So if you're old enough to vote, which I'm sure you are, you know what you got to do in November. Just go do it. Go vote. Don't be a part of the cold water party, but definitely vote. Be active in this society that we live in. And that's my 2 cents on life right now. And I know we got another hurricane coming in, so the Florida, if you're in Florida right now, please stay safe. Get out of there. Don't. It ain't worth your life, as my dad would always say. It is not worth your life. So, with that being said, let's make this hard transition into e-fetting. I've been watching. I haven't done a lot of tweeting as of late. I just been busy. I do not have a job right now, so I've been looking for jobs and interviewing for jobs, and it's just my mind has not been in the Twitter sphere. But I have been watching, and I do have people that I write with, that I role play with, and we brought up a lot of good topics over the past couple of months. People from other feds have reached out to me and have asked if I've seen the same thing, and I say, "What is that?" People tweeting in character OOC stuff. It's the worst form of passive aggressive bullshit you can do in e-fetting. It really is. That is so passive aggressive. I can't tell you how passive aggressive it is. Honestly, when I find out that you tweet OOC in your character, I kind of stay away from you because I don't communicate that way. If I'm going to be OOC, I'm going to let you know OOC or do the backslashes, whatever the case is. But there's never going to be a confusion on when I'm tweeting IC in character. I find that go get another Twitter account and do that with. And the only reason you would do that is because you're trying to you're sending some shots to a person, and you don't want to really just come out and be the adult you claim to be. So for me, it's very confusing, and there's a lot of tweets I don't even respond to anymore once I find out that that's done, because it takes away from my character. You're hiding behind your character saying some BS that really ain't got nothing to do with nothing, and I'm supposed to respond to that, and I don't do that. So yeah, I mean, and I've actually blocked people for it. If you can't use this thing called imagination, then why are you playing this game? I mean, really, why are you playing this game? And that's something that is just frustrating because when people don't know how to do this thing we call e-fetting, this game that we play, these fake lives that we live, these stories that we attempt to tell, and you get people in the midst of it that just I don't know what they're here for. I I hate to be like I feel like I'm always complaining. I don't know why I feel that way, but I just do. I mean, maybe it's because I haven't really seen a lot of good writing as of late. And I come across people in their tweets and how they tweet in character, and I'm trying to track. There's some characters that I've been wanting to work with for years, and the closer I get to understanding what the characters are about, the more I realize, nah, that ain't me. That ain't me. And so and maybe it's happened to you. I would love to hear from you. Leave your comments. I always come back to the channel to check and all that. So if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Help Heartbreak Hotel here on YouTube. This is the first time, well, the second time we're on YouTube. Trying to put a place in something in place that's going to help people keep up with the episodes. I had a lot of complaints on Twitter that the episodes got lost in the timeline and all that, and I was like, okay, yeah, I get it. And so pre-recording this because I realize a lot of you all are working. Big shout out to everybody doing second and third shift. I see you. You know, so I figured let me pre-record this, and that way you can go back and listen to it later on. And so hopefully that is a blessing to y'all. But yeah, that OOC inside IC, man, I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's something I don't know when to reply to you because you're talking about something in OOC, but you're in your character, and then you're talking about something in character. Yeah, it's maybe it's me. Again, maybe it's me. I mean, that's maybe I'm old school. I don't know. So but anyway, give me your thoughts on that. Let me know how you think about that with Sherman in the next show. Now the next thing I want to talk about is writing for a championship versus writing for the story. There are two ways you can take your character. You can take your character as a character that is wanting to write for a belt. You're hell bent on winning championships everywhere you go. I think every character handler wants to win a championship for a set character. I think they do. I think that's. I mean, we're not in this just to exist. You want to give your character depth, a legacy, something that reminds people who you are when they see you come into a Fed. Great stories are also just as important. And me personally, I could lose 8 matches as long as there is a story. And I've done this. I was in one Fed where I don't know what was going on. I wrote and I wrote and I wrote, and everybody in the Fed thought like Ricky's gonna win this belt, and I kept losing and I kept losing and I kept losing, and I didn't know what was going on. It got so bad that the baby face I was RPing against actually asked the Fed head, "Hey, how did I win this time when Ricky surely was the one that outwrote me? Where is this going?" And he replied back, and I had the screenshot for years. He said, "Well, heels are not supposed to win championships. So it doesn't matter how well he writes, he's never going to win a championship here." And he screenshot and sent that to me. And I was like, nah, I'm gone, man. I'm gone. What I mean? I write for the story. If the story justifies a heel winning a title, so be it. But if you're one of those A traditionalists out there that, well, this is how WWE does it. This is how AEW does it. Why can't you just tell your own damn story? I mean, really? You see, you have a red hot heel that is probably telling a better story than the baby faces are. You're trying to get folks to read the results or a version of ratings, so to speak. you got to tell the best story. You have to tell the best story. It can't just be, oh, they do this, so we got to do this, or this is what happens, and this, that, and the third. I go for the best story to be told. And yeah, I'm very particular about who tells those stories in my angles. Y'all know I role play over at One Russell, a place that's dear and dear to my heart from its early beginnings. I was not heavily involved, but I did get a little bit more involved later on since from its inception, and then from there, kind of been in and out, and now just got right back into the Fed and just got right back into telling these long-term stories that people are waiting to get done. We come close a couple of times with some conclusions, and then the writing would change, and we're telling a whole new story. So in my opinion, every good role player wants to do that. You want to tell a story that does come with a significant type of payoff, not just trying to just get a belt and be happy. Okay, where's your purpose? Where's your purpose in your writing? If that's all your character can do. If your character does not have any depth whatsoever, then yeah, the only thing you're gonna want to do is win a title, win a title, win a title. But when your character has the depth and the storyline arcs that other people can feed off of, that is the mark of a great champion in that fed. We're telling some great stories here in One Russell. A lot of great stories being told around the Tiebreaker Championship. We're in the Broken Bride arc right now. That kind of came out of nowhere on the real. It kind of came out of nowhere because I wasn't really. I was going to retire the title until AK got back, and it looks like that might be some changes there going on. And then I thought about, okay, well, how can I add value to someone's character's life with the title? And then immediately I thought about the character of Brianna. Brianna, as y'all know, is the wife of Ricky Stanton, and it made for a great healing arc. It's a great heel arc of how he really doesn't care about his wife, that he would give this demonic belt to her just so she could be a champion. That's some heel stuff right there. That is pristine chef's kiss. It is getting the exact response it's supposed to get. Everybody hates it. Everybody despises it. Everybody's bought into this messed up fact of what Ricky did. But then there is again, you have those elements in every E-Fed that everybody wants to be involved in something, but they just don't know how to be involved. Some people overdo it. Some people take things too far. I'm not talking about one Russell, but I am talking about a few other feds I'm secretly in. I will not tell you. Do not ask. I am involved though. I've dealt with a few fedders right now that it just. Well, why didn't I win? Why did? Okay, well you really overdid it. I mean, we can't sell that. I mean, it's not. It's too much. You're not writing with your opponent. I mean, you're not feeding off of them. They're not feeding off you. You're just blasting people, and it's like, nah, man. I mean, that's not. It's not sustainable. I mean, how are you telling a story that's going to benefit the Fed when you really don't have nothing for anybody to hang off of? Your foundation can't hold nobody. It's just, I mean, again, if it's just me, say, hey, Rick, I think you're off on that. Here is why. I would love to hear your opinions on it. Leave it in the comments. That's why we're on YouTube, so we can keep these comments there and make sure they're respectable, make sure they're mature. If you're going to be one of those people that whines and cries about opinions that might stump on your toes, then I don't need to be around you. I'm at this age right now. I don't need to be around you. Neither does anybody else. And it's not that you need justification what you're doing. You might need some therapy. You know what I mean? If you get that hot about what I say, you need to go read a book, take a nap, go talk to somebody. Maybe I am not the one. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, writing for a championship and writing for the story is are two very different forms of writing. And Then on top of that, you're trying to get a Fed head to believe in the character. Why does the Fed head have to believe in your character? What is it about your character that makes this Fed head say, you know what? If I put the belt on this person, they're gonna do this is gonna be really, really good. This is gonna be some good stuff. This is gonna get me out of the Twitter sphere. This is gonna get my Fed out there, out front. People are gonna want to join the Fed. People are gonna want to be a part of the Fed, and they're gonna come into a space to where they know there's action going on, but the right action though. If you have one of these characters that you're so hell bent on just overtaking everything, and they have no weak spots, and they're invincible, get out of your Fed. Go back and rewrite that character. That's not even realistic. And every character I've seen that has had that attitude where they're invincible, nothing stops them. They can't be beat. Yo, get the hell up out the Fed. Whatever Fed you're in, get up out that Fed. Rewrite that. Use some common sense. Don't be sitting there acting like you writing some great novella and it's trash. You want the Fed head to believe in the character. You want the GMs to believe in the character. Well, you gotta dig deep and find that. Why do you believe in your character? Have you ever thought about that? Why are you even writing the character? What's the purpose of the character? What's going on there that makes me want to read your character development? What is going on there that makes me want to read your match? Does it get my heart racing? Does it get me riled up to really get into my character and respond to what's going on out there? Does it do any of that? Man, carry that thing back to the drawing board. You know better. You know better. You are a writer. You are supposed to be a creator. Create. Hell, use GPT. Ask the GPT to help you with your character development. You can put your role play all the way in there, at least 500 words worth, I think. I don't know. And have the robot judge your RP and say, okay, is it hitting all the marks I want to hit? Here very soon on Heartbreak Hotel, we're gonna be doing that. We're gonna be running results through the GPT and getting the robot to judge the if it's a 1 star, 5 star match, and why not? You know what I mean? The technology's there. Why not make it better for you? And if you're writing your RPs in that, who cares? It's about the story. It's not about the methodology, baby. It's about the story. Tell the story. And if you can tell the story, by all means, do you. Because you want your character to be worth the investment. You're not just doing it. I mean, I see some characters that could be so much more than what they are, and they're not. Because there is just nothing there to hang on to. There's no dancing going on there. Just a lot of yelling and screaming. Personally, for me, I rarely come across it, but I have seen it in other feds. Not one Russell. We kind of police that stuff a great deal. Um, but when I come across it, though, it's disappointing. Now I can say I work with some great handlers. The handler to Justice Cross, the handler to Aleke Kekoa, Dr. Alyssa Knight. Um, who else? There's a few out there. Let me go to my Twitter real quick. There's a few out there that I have dealt with, and there are other people that I would love to work with in the future. It's just a matter of making something work here very soon. The Flaming Omen. I want to work with that handler. I would like to. I think there's something there. I haven't. It hasn't revealed itself yet, but I find the character intriguing. Again, these are my opinions. You ain't gotta like them. Who else? Who else? Who else? Darcy Graves. Yeah, these are all one wrestle people, but these are people that I would. Me and Darcy, the handler of Darcy, we did have a match, but it didn't justify the chemistry between the characters. We're gonna revisit that one day. Who else? There's a few other people that I have ideas that I really want to pitch things to. I just have not. The writing just has not revealed an opening for that, and so on. So yeah, those are just a few people that in the future I would like to do some work with because I think there's something there. I don't see it yet, but I just feel it. You know how it is when you feel something. Um, People ask me about the Gladiatrix Football League. Yes, that is still going on. Big shout out to the owner of the GFL. A great extension to Ricky Stanton. He is. Oh well, I'm not. I'm assuming it's a he. So forgive me. That person is the epitome of how you extend the character development of characters. Providing something like the GFL gives characters an extension to have some more character development and to do something different outside the ring, like wrestlers do. Perfect. I enjoy the league. I hope it does do well in the days ahead. Alrighty, we're coming up. How much time do I have going on here? Oh, we got 20 minutes. 20 minutes. So I just want to wrap this up. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a lot to talk about because usually I try to do these between after Legendary, after Glory to kind of go over the matches and everything. That hasn't happened yet. So when that happens, I'll probably record another episode of Heartbreak Hotel. I really do hope that you enjoy this episode. I hope that something is said that may help you or spark your interest or whatever. And if you have topics that you want me to talk about, that you want me to dive into, please in the comments, just leave your topic ideas, leave everything, comments, thoughts, ideas. I'll definitely take them on. I'll more than likely use them because I want to have things that people want to hear about, that want to talk about. And so yeah. So just I want you to stay encouraged out there, wherever you are, whatever you're doing it to the best of your ability. Do not give up. Do not lose hope. There are a lot of people out here that have lost hope, and it's sad and it's unfortunate. Don't be one of those people. You get up, you dust it off, you say, "Hey, I woke up again. I'm alive. I'm in the world. Let's go win. You are a winner. You can win. If you got to take medication, take the medication. If you got to go see that therapist, go see that therapist. If you got to go to that third shift, go to that third shift. Why? Because you, my friend, are worth it. And then come online and write an RP. Or if you're in an angled fed, hey, hype your matches. That's the benefits of the effect community. We accept everybody regardless of where you come from and what you're doing in your personal life. We're here to help you and encourage you and inspire you. But at the same time, when I see BS, I'm gonna call it. Don't get it twisted. I've been on this earth 47 years. If I see the BS, I'm gonna call it because I want to have a healthy environment to write in as well. And when people aren't healthy, we got to get them healthy. We got to help them out. And if you have anything, my DMs are always open. OOC. If you want to talk, if something's on your mind, if you're depressed, stressed, whatever the case is, hell, we'll be stressed together. All right. I haven't had a job since May. Yet my stuff's still getting paid. We still making it happen out here. Okay. So you ain't alone. Nobody's alone out here. Make it happen. Stay strong. Charge on. Take care.